are you doing?
See ya, chump.
I'm gonna need a lot of this. Are you ready?
Hang on. Eat it.
Hello, Peter.
I'm gonna be busy for about 20 minutes. Okay, now I'm ready.
Are you sure? Are we good? Okay.
We're good. Cheers.
Cheers.
So, today we're gonna be talking about the movie Spider-Man No Way Home.
That's right.
And first and foremost, I want to address the title and why we say it sucks. The movie itself is one of the greatest movies ever made.
Of all time.
Of all.
They love me.
So there's your spoiler. If you don't want to stick around to the end of the video, hopefully you will. But the reason it sucks is because we feel that it now sets the bar for all superhero movies, DC or Marvel, like to now aim high when it comes to writing the script, sealing deals with actors to make sure they're involved and ready to roll and do whatever it takes to make a great script come to life, because that's pretty much what Spider-Man No Way Home did from start to finish. We applaud the writers, we applaud the actors, we applaud the actors that came back, Toby and Andrew. Absolutely incredible. William Dafoe, Doc Ock, everybody. So this will be, I guess it's been out for a little bit, right? So this will be kind of a spoiler movie review of it. So if you have not seen it, be mindful.
We won't give too many spoilers, except the fact that it's really, really good.
Right.
To be honest.
We'll try not to give any spoilers away.
And I think by now everyone knows that Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire came back. Are in it, and for a long time we didn't even know that they were going to come back because they didn't let people know, but now we all know.
Yeah.
And so we've seen it twice in movie theaters. We've seen it twice now already.
Yeah.
And from A to Z, it was perfection.
Perfect.
I don't think I would change a thing about the movie.
Yeah, our kids were so excited and they had it so amped up, but they kept saying, don't do anything to spoil the movie, don't watch anything. When we saw it the night before, so we kind of saw it on opening night.
Yeah, we did.
And
see
we
it
saw
on
it was opening night, but that was the Thursday before the Friday
Right.
that it came out. And I felt like the easiest way for me to describe it was, it felt like being a little kid watching Star Wars for the first time. As a grown man, that's how I felt. Sitting in that movie, I literally was like, what is going on here? After all the
Virus
and everything we've all been through, this was the movie that we've all been yearning for, to give us that
Hope.
That hope that, like, there were no holds barred. There were no problems with contracts with actors, because we are filmmakers ourselves. We know how hard it is to maybe give an actor the script, or the demands actors can give for how much they want paid, or how much time it's going to involve them to be in a film. They handled everything when it came to this movie. They handled cinematography, the directing, the writing, the best. They absolutely crushed this film in every aspect. Just so much on like a behind the scenes thing for everyone to get along the way they did and bring it to the table and buy into their characters. Am I right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, okay, I'll sip my whiskey.
So what I would like to say is, I feel honestly like the first two Spider-Man films a lot of people didn't love. I love Tom Holland as Spider-Man. He's my favorite Spider-Man.
Cheers to Tom Holland. Yes,
Cheers to
we
Tom
love
Holland.
Tom Holland
Our
too.
kids look like him.
Kids, yeah, our
So
kids.
he has a special place in my heart.
Our family.
But that said, I feel like the first two movies they had to be the way that they were because they brought back the same everybody, the same director, the same producers, the same writers, and I feel like those other two films were made for this movie. I know that's not necessarily true, but they took, what I appreciate so much about this film is they took all of the negative feedback that they got from the first two, and they were all like in this together. What can we do to make this the best Spider-Man movie? Which they did, and it ended up being one of the best movies ever made of all time.
Yeah, and especially because like we have kids ranging from now 14 to 19 to 21 years old, and they started with the Tobey Maguire Spider-Mans. I go all the way back to the like olden days Spider-Man, and
huge Spider-Man fan.
So you get a cheers to Tobey.
Yeah.
And
Andrew.
And Andrew Garfield. And Jamie Foxx, who comes back and reprises his role as Electro.
How you like the new?
And Jamie Foxx, guys, in this movie was like Jamie Foxx in the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man, he was playing a character outside of Jamie Foxx. In this universe, spoiler alert, he's able to be Jamie Foxx as Electro. And I think that's probably, as fans of his, that's all we wanted from the get-go, was to be Jamie Foxx be Electro. I wasn't digging Jamie Foxx with like as the scientist with missing hair. Jamie Foxx is just way too cool. I mean, he pulled it off, but like I like to see the Jamie Foxx in this new Spider-Man, where Electro was a badass.
And he cracked really good jokes.
Absolutely.
And it
once again, writing and
and
even if the actors had some play in the writing or were able to kind of roll with it. I think what they said was when people read it, they were like, "This sounds absolutely incredible. Good luck getting this onto the screen. There's no way you're going to be able to make a movie." They didn't even. It was so. They couldn't even grasp the concepts of the come on, Harvest, move along. Our cat decided to have a little sneak peek in here. But I think what they were getting was, when you read that, imagine reading this script saying that we're going to do a multiverse where all of a sudden Andrew Garfield walks in and he's Spider-Man, but the other two from this universe don't know who the heck Andrew Garfield is, but they just know he's a Spider-Man. Only us as fans and members of the audience can realize what's happening. It was that mind-blowing of a script.
Which, by the way, Doctor Strange tied it all together, which I mean, I love the original Doctor Strange, but now I'm even more of a fan of Doctor Strange because of this movie.
Cumberbatch is just an amazing actor himself too, but like, I mean, even as Doctor Strange in this, it was like he had such a pivotal role as Doctor Strange in tying this all together. And like I said, the writing that they did to make this happen, I know it's based on one of the comics.
Right, it is.
You know that it's based on one of the comics, and it's a little bit like that comic, but there's still so much added pleasure to this film.
Yeah. So they got the idea from a comic book that's out there right now. I'm not sure the name of it. We'll put it down in the subtitles, but it's an older comic, and if you want to check it out, you can. But they took that and ran with it and made it magical. Harvest.
Out of there.
Our cat wants to be.
And yeah, so I would say we don't want to keep this. Obviously, we love the film.
Yeah.
And we will be coming back. Leave in the comments like what you would like to see a review of next. We watch everything and we make films ourselves. So anybody who knows who we are, we're Devan Clan Productions, and we have horror movies that are out there. Along Came the Devil 1 and 2. So we just felt like a lot of our friends and family and people have asked us, what do we think of our movies? And we're always giving our movie opinions, so we decided to share it with the rest of the world and let you know we're going to be back to share more reviews on film,
television shows,
and just give you our honest opinions. Whether they did good with lighting, whether they did good with writing, if it looks good, if it's worth your time of seeing it. Hopefully you'll listen to us, and maybe we'll have some arguments where she likes something and I don't.
We don't always agree.
Or I like something and she doesn't. You're gonna get to see us battle it out on camera and see what your opinion is.
So we don't always agree, but we just so happen to agree on Spider-Man from beginning to end.
Yep.
When you go watch it, I suggest watching it in IMAX if it's still out, and bring a tissue, because I think I cried from beginning to end.
No, I think. Well, yeah, it was so nostalgic. It was just incredible. This movie for the end of 2021 is the closest 10 out of 10. I won't give it a 10 because I always want to leave room for like something, but this is as close as it gets to a 10 out of 10.
I'd give it a 10.
Yeah, I'll give it a close to a 10 out of 10.
Whiskey and
Cheers.
wine. With Harvest.